That's my hat. Greetings, Eden. Let me put my glasses on and see. Frank be trolling my mouth. You don't know the story of Cam Newton? We'll talk about it a little bit right now. I gotta get in the zone first. All right, are we ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't hear nobody. Hold on. You saw my you saw my Facebook post? You had to jump on the live? So what you thought about the post? What you thought about? So y'all, as the title says, we'll talk a little bit about Cam Newton, you know, baller. Recently trending for well, now I assume we could call it a custody battle. I think he's suing for paternity tests of the children of his longtime girlfriend, Kaya, I believe her name is. According to what I've read, I don't know if any of this is accurate or what. They've been together at least 6 years. And according to also what I've read, they have 4 children together. Although in the pictures that I've seen, there's a bigger girl that looks more than 6 years old. So I don't know if that was from a previous relationship. I don't know if the time frame that I read is inaccurate and it was a little bit longer than that. I don't know, but they're saying they have 4 children together. So maybe they've been together. I mean, that girl looks like she's at least 10 years old. The biggest one looks like she's at least 10 years old. So I don't know. I don't know. The jury's still out on that. If any of y'all know, please type in the accurate information in the comment section. So it came across my feed today that he got caught out there. Well, it's been revealed that he impregnated an IG model and moved in this model. I think she's living in one of the buildings that he owns, according to what I've read. Either he has a clothing store or a restaurant and she lives above it, so that he can see his child frequently, is what I've read the arrangement is with this IG model. Now, the main girlfriend of at least 6 years is now separated from him. She's now in the court begging the judge for things like money to hire a financial advisor so that the financial advisor can tally up how much money she should be asking for as far as custody and all that stuff. So basically what that says to me is that this woman doesn't have enough money for the legal part of this thing, to actually take care of all the legal stuff. She doesn't have the money to do that. So now she's asking the judge for child support and what would be considered spousal support, even though she wasn't a spouse. She said, or has been quoted that, since she's been with him, she hasn't worked. So she has no visible means of supporting herself and her children. Her lifestyle was what he provided for the at least 6 to 10 years or whatever they've been together. That was her income, was his income. So now she has to work she got a lot of red tape, to jump through now to get the money, so that her lifestyle is on par with what she was used to experiencing with Cam. And it's a mess. It is a mess. And why is it a mess, ladies? She played house for at least 6 years. The last child, I believe, looks like is a couple of months old. I don't know how old the pictures are that I saw, but it looks like she just had another baby. And 2 of them at least are like almost back to back, because the other one didn't look like it was more than 3 years old or something like that too. And she just had another baby. So there was a lot of baby batter on her cervix, y'all. He spit a lot of baby batter on that cervix in the last 6 years. She's virtually been pregnant most of the time she's been with him. Pregnant, nursing, changing diapers. Somebody made it a point to say, well, she's an ex-stripper, so what do you expect? I don't feel bad for her or anything like that. Like, well, what does that have to do with it? What is that? Are we character assassinating her? She was a stripper when he skeeted in her the first time and got her pregnant. She was an ex-stripper when he moved her into a house. She was also an ex-stripper when the second baby came and the third baby came and the fourth baby came. She was an ex-stripper. So what point is that? Obviously, her past wasn't an issue to him. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been a girlfriend. Let's air quote that, for as long as she's been. So now I don't like when dudes try. Well, she was basically saying she was a hoe anyway. Come on now. Cam loved it. He loved it. He impregnated it 4 times. That's how much he loved it. She probably did all the reverse cowgirls, all the deep throat swallows. She probably swallows everything and licks her lips afterwards. She's probably one of those. Like nothing spills off her chin, nothing drips down her chin. She licks it all up. She's probably one of those skilled girls. Right? But with all that skill, all her professionalism, all her prettiness and her sexual prowess, didn't get a ring on her finger. Didn't get a bank account, no stipend, I don't know if she didn't stash no money. I don't know what happened. But babies were coming. Babies were coming. She was coming and babies were coming. Maybe she wasn't coming. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. We give these dudes a lot of credit. A lot of these dudes ain't really hitting on much. They got money and it really ain't much else outside of that. We be telling tall tales to save these guys' egos. A lot of tall tales. And I'm mad at you hoes for doing that. You make it bad for the main chicks, because then he feels that he's better than what he is. You send him back home with a bigger ego. And I'm like, okay, you can get your coin, but don't mess up my money. And now I got to hear his mouth because you got him thinking that he better than what he is. Don't send him back home corrupt. Come on now, girl code. Girl code, ho. Don't do that. Don't do that. So now he cheated on his longtime girlfriend with no paperwork to back herself up. He decided to DM some IG probably ex Dubai, getting shit in her mouth hole off of IG. And I seen it. She got a lot of work done. She got a number 4, 5, and 6 special on that face. She looked like she got boobs done, face done, them Kim Kardashian hips. She got them hips like Kim Kardashian. Look like they Velcroed on or something like that. Like you could peel it off and put it back on. Kim Kardashian got hips like it looked like you could take it off and put it in the closet and put it back on, like you wearing an outfit or something like that. So she got hips like that. And I said the chick looked like every other chick who gets work done on their face. She looked like a Gelfling from the Dark Crystal. She looked like a Muppet. And dudes would say, well, you know, she was an upgrade Muppet. An upgraded Muppet. And this is what these dudes be chasing. And then we talk about sexual market value. You know, that's the other issue, right? We do have sexual market value to deal with. Because poor Kaya is, you know, at least I'm gonna say at least 10 years. She's done a 10-year bid with this dude, I think, based on the ages of what the kids look like. 10 years, 4 children later. What's her sexual market value? 10 years older, four kids in debt, no visible means of support, no career. Like she didn't finesse that. You know, you with Cam Newton. Why don't you get a cooking show like goddamn Curry Wife did? Get you a cooking show, knitting show. You know, peddle some makeup, some hair ties or something like that. You know, some shoes like ain't Evelyn Lozada peddling shoes now, something like that. Get you a boutique, something. You know, if you taking his spermatozoa in your tonsils, get something out the deal. Get something out the deal, because I know it ain't it. I know what he giving you ain't that fire. I know what he giving you ain't that fire. No dude who wear a headscarf around his neck is that fire. The dude wear granny scarves around his neck, and no socks and high waters and stuff like that. You know, we got a few things we dealing with. We got a few issues. We got a few issues that we're dealing with here. And what have I told my doves on this channel? This is a UGC, by the way. Let me take a commercial break. For those of you who don't know who I am a self-esteem coach for Black women. And our tagline here for the UGC, which stands for the Ugly Girls Club, is that we refuse to be defined by how we look. You're not going to tell me what I'm entitled to because I look the way that I look. Because God, you know, with his brick and mortar and his pestle and whatever, when he put together me and said, this is how you're going to look, you're not going to come along and say it was a mistake. You don't get to do that. Not when you want something from me, you don't get to do that. I don't give a shit if it's over the hill, if it ain't got no value, if it look dusty or whatever. As long as you in my face, there's something I have that you want. So we got to sit down and talk about this thing. We got to come to a happy medium. We got to negotiate a win-win situation. Because I want to win, you want to win, and I want to win too. So I'm the founder and the ambassador of that, right? And I deal with emotional issues surrounding love and relationships and just life traumas in general, that sort of thing. I'm not a level up coach. I'm not a wife school flagship store or anything like that. I'm not a distributor of wife school products or anything like that. I don't do anything like that. What I deal with is strictly the truth. What we have to face emotionally from ourselves and the outside world. So there's that. Go to the uglygirls.com site. Register, become a member of the site, because soon I will be resuming live chats from the site only, and you have to be a member to view it. So there's that. There's that. So yeah. So what have I said on this channel? And we got to get t-shirts and mugs and all that stuff for this, right? I've said that being a girlfriend is what? Let me see if y'all could finish the sentence. Being a girlfriend is what? Blank, blank. Who knows? I'm going to let y'all, there you go. There it is. Ring the alarm. Choo-choo. Yes. Yes. And now we have a living, breathing example of why it is. This girl was a girlfriend for at least 6 years. 6, 7, 8 years long. A girlfriend. A girlfriend. What does that mean at the end of the day? That means that, my dear, you have an expiration date that's coming around. I don't know when it is, when it's coming, but it is coming. That's what being a girlfriend is. And you think, well, he moved me in the house and he skeets in me like twice every time we do it. So I know he loves this because he comes so hard. And the dude comes hard in a sock. He comes hard for the webcam while you sleeping. He's on the webcam or in somebody else's DMs coming hard too. Right? That's what this thing is, man. That's what this thing is. So the message or the lesson in this is the lesson that I always try to tell you, ladies, is that your beauty. Some of you think you're beautiful. Some of you do feel that you're cute. Because you tell me, well, because I'm not ugly, but I like what you say. Okay. The lesson here is that it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. This woman was cute, real fresh and clean, all Lysoled up, and ready to be exploited and used, I guess, when he got her. No kids, nothing like that. Fresh and got all this experience, ex-stripper. So he got him a stripper laying next to him. So the sex gotta be fire, pretty fire sex. What more do we want? Neither one of those can reform men. Because he's in the DMs, he DMing a chick that looked like a Muppet behind your back. And impregnating her. So he's going in raw. He coming back to you with a drip tip. With a tip that's dripping. All her schmegma. He coming back and skeeting that into you. But I cook for him and I look cute. I go to the gym. I do all these tricks in bed. Suckers, you should see what I do with a bottle. And let me tell y'all something. The biggest gag for us as women is that we feel that we can compete. That's the scam that men have sold us, is that we actually, like, there is something called competition. And there really isn't. He wants whatever he wants. With whoever he wants it with. And sometimes she won't look as good as you. And you think, well, I just gotta look like this and then I'll outshine everybody he's been with. How many times have you heard men cheating with women who look like he can't even really claim in the daytime? And he in love with her. And he can't be seen walking the earth, walking to and fro and up and down in the earth like the devil with her in the daytime. And you say, well, if I just, if I lose the 10 pounds and I just do that, then everything will be all right. Then a man will love me. Yeah, he might. He might. You might get somebody's attention. But will you get the ring? Will you get his fidelity? Will you get honor and respect? Will you get a spiritual and emotional growth? Will he love the children that you all produce together? Will he be there as a father in your children's life? Will he be a protector for you? Will you get all of that? Talk to me. Competition is also a scam. Competition is also a scam. I know they said, well, she's, this one's better than that one, and that one's better than this one. And at the end of the day, tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. The best that you can do, and I always say this on this channel, is to concentrate on your mental and physical well-being. You want an incentive. The problem with us is that we only get incentivized to take care of ourselves if we can get a man to look at us. That's a problem. That's a problem. You only start eating right, going to the gym, and somebody starts sniffing around. Other than that, you in the bed eating Entenmann's cakes in your bed, drinking wine, doing all kind of narcotics, all kind of stuff. You live like you don't care until somebody goes, hey, wow, you sure look great today. And you go, me? By the time you leave and you headed off to the mall, girl, I need some blush. I need some, what should I get? I'm at the MAC counter now. What I need to get? You buying makeup, weave, all kind of stuff. Makeup, weave, you dumping all your trash out the refrigerator and getting salads, all kind of stuff going on. He done lit your pilot light. Now you've come alive. Now you come alive. That's a dangerous proclivity that we as women have, to wait until we're incentivized to take care of ourselves. And what I would say to that is, if you're needing a reason to really be your best self, your heart hears everything that you say about yourself. Everything. Your heart, when you're not expressing the self-love, the fear, the disappointment, and all whatever it is, the jealousy, and whatever it is you're feeling outwardly, your heart hears it. And then your heart starts to malfunction, starts to beat fast or not beat fast enough. It starts to mess with your circulation. It starts to tinker and malfunction every other part of your body. Your body hears what you think. Your body hears what you think. So while you're incentivized to impress him, who really, what's the word? What do I have to say about men? I mean, he likes you for a particular reason. He likes you for a reason. Either you got money he want, or the booty you want to dig in, or whatever it is. Men like to claim, they're so authentic and genuine in feelings, and we know that's not true. We know that's not true. So he's coming with, interest based on conditions. So there's always going to be limitations, within a relationship. Of course, you have examples of, a chick who ain't got no legs with a dude who's blind, and, they found each other and they got midget kids or something like that, and they living happily ever after, right? There are stories like that. There are stories like that. They both blind, they ain't got no legs. One of them taught the other one how to read Braille, all kinds of shit. right? But I'm talking everyday shit right now. I'm talking about your day to day. The chances are fill in the blanks. So they're coming with their conditions. And you got the pause button on, right? Waiting to be turned on. You're waiting for a man to turn you on. And that's the wrong way to do this thing. You have to be your own cheerleader. You really, really do. You have to get up when you don't want to get up. Go to the gym when you don't want to go to the gym. Eat the salad when you're fucking bored. You're going to turn into a rabbit if you eat another piece of lettuce, but you know you got to do it. Because you're doing it because your heart knows. Your heart hears it. Your heart hears when you say, nobody cares, or I'm not worth it, or what's the point in living, or nobody will ever love me like this. If I eat healthy, it won't even matter because I'm not pretty. Some of you, you make decisions like that. Well, what's the point in eating healthy because I'm not pretty? So you don't even take care of yourself because you don't look a certain way. Talk to me. That's lunacy. It's lunacy and it's propaganda. It's propaganda. I listen to a lot of these guys who have whole channels dedicated to berating and condemning Black American women. They get clicks and views and support for clowning us, calling us fools, calling us has-beens, washed up, unintelligent. We got a lot of names going on. It's a lot of names going on. And every other woman is worth their salt, but the Black American woman. This is what these men spend a lot of time deliberating on. And you got to be really concerned and really not busy enough to focus your whole life around condemning Black women. I'm like, where's the therapy in that? Like, how do we repair from all of that? It's just a joke fest. It's just a joke fest. So what I want to say to you, ladies, is that you need to take your life 100% seriously. Like you need to walk with the vibration that you are really the most important thing to you. And not as an ego trip, not to demean or denounce anybody else, but but in a matter of fact kind of way, like, because this right here is all you got. This is all you got. So if a dude could come and shelf you for 10 years, put baby batter in your cervix 4 times, you ripping your labia minoris four times to push out his big head babies, only for him to turn around, cheat on you, which is a form of abandonment. Halal, it's abandonment too. Cheat on you and then say, I want a paternity test afterwards because I don't trust you. That shit. Do not play games with men. I tell y'all all the time on this channel that men will use your whole life like a fucking science experiment. I just want to see what happens. That's your life to him. See what happens. Well, let's just see what happens. That's your life in a nutshell. He can't give you no guarantee, no real concrete answer to anything, no security, no nothing. Year after year, we'll just table that. Well, let's see what next year brings. Next year brings another baby. And the year after that, another baby and some rounds of penicillin. And then the year after that, you need yoni pearls and some other fumigation device to knock back the flora that he took away when he was scraping the walls of these other IG models and skeeting her skin cells back into your vagina. That's what happens there. Do not let nobody play with your life like that. Oh, well, you're not feminine enough. You're not feminine enough. And half these niggas want dick. They'll tell you you're not feminine enough, and half of them really want dick. Wearing scarves and all kind of extra moisturizers on their lips and all that stuff. But you're not feminine enough. Like, what you got to do? What you got to do? A lot of these chicks are real feminine. The IG chick that he impregnated looked real feminine. Well, what does that mean at the end of the day? What does it mean at the end of the day? Chicks out here getting coins. Chicks out here securing child support checks. And they real feminine, and they flicking their hair. They're flicking their Brazilian blowouts while they do it. While they do it. So there's that. Our men blame us for men being effeminate. Well, it's because they grew up in a single mother home. That's why they're not acting like men. Are these women doing immaculate conceptions, though? Tell me, are these Mary Magdalene clones that I don't know about? Are these women finger fucking and impregnating themselves? Because last I checked, it takes a man and a woman to do that. To give a woman a baby, it takes a male element to do that. So you want to tell me that these women are single mothers because they wanted your skeet. They wanted your baby batter all on their face and in their vaginas for a thank you and to raise kids by themselves? I don't know a woman who wants to really raise a child by themselves. Not truthfully. If the circumstance came up where it ended up like that, then that's one other thing. But she laid down with you, opened her legs, say, I'm gonna get knocked up by this dude, and I'm ready for the 18 years of struggle. I just want to have his baby inside of me so I can feel complete. I know he doesn't love me. And I know he's not going to take care of this child because he doesn't take care of me right now. But I just want the feel of his seed inside of me. And I want to struggle with this baby that he doesn't want and run to child support court and all that kind of stuff. Because that's the dream of my life. I dreamt of being a single mother my whole entire life. When I was a little girl playing with my dolls, I said, I just want to be a mom without a man. That's what I dreamt about when I played with my Barbie dolls. I put the Ken doll in the trash. That's how much I didn't want a man around. I always put my Ken dolls in the trash. Really? Really? We have issues. We have issues. And every woman cannot be saved. That's the reality of this thing. Every woman cannot be saved, but some of you can, and those are the women that I talk to. My audience, a lot of them are younger women. Women are just starting their independence, just getting over their first breakup. A lot of y'all come to me. I just lost my virginity. I'm like, Lord, if you just came to me 6 months before this, I could have helped you. I could have cock blocked it for you. But I get a lot of you that come that just are coming around, just feeling the sting of male manipulation, misrepresentation, all levels of falsehood. You just getting a reality of how deep that lesson can go. And then men will say, well, not all men. That's kind of their only rebuttal. And you want to know the irony of that? When men say not all men, they never say not me. They just say not all men, but they never say not me. Because they can't say not me. They can't. They can't. I said on a Facebook Live, how many of y'all have fathers that told y'all about men? How many of us have had fathers who told us, don't let these men XYZ, these men ain't this and that, they ain't no good. Men say this. Your fathers have told you this. But you know the gag on that? You don't believe him because he mistreated your mother. So you figure everything he say don't have no credibility. Because you watch how he treated your mother. How? So there's that. He wants to protect his own and dog out another man's child. So there's that. But your father ain't told you no lie. Your father ain't told you no lie. This is real life, y'all. While y'all go into these channels to learn how to level up and talk softly and be classy and all that kind of stuff, help me, God, to compete with other women, I'm telling you that there's a reality here also that there is no competition because you can only be you. A competition would mean that we're all similar. We're all kind of like in the same lentil swill together and quite similar. So we can compete with each other. We have the same training and all that kind of stuff. So we're competing with each other. But the reality is you are you, I'm me, she is she, and there it is. There it is. And there really isn't anything you can do to stop a man's eyes from wandering away from you. So it's okay to learn all the stuff to make you look nice and presentable and well-mannered and smelling fresh and all of these things. They're necessary. They're necessary because people judge you by your appearance and how you speak and your tone of voice and all of that stuff. They do. But people are just people at the end of the day. And while they may think favorably of you today, they still in their mind have their whatever this is. And here, that's fixed. There really isn't anything you can do to undo that. You can't undo what's in a person's head. You just can't. No matter how nice you are, no matter how good you smell, people are going to think what they think regardless. Regardless. Greetings. Let's see what we got here. Plus, I saw in him the same. You said the one is better looking. The girlfriend better than the last. Yeah, it's not consistent. You thinking it's like some kind of cookie cutter thing, and it's really not. It's really not. Men like all kinds of things, and the chances of any man you're courting having been with all types of women is very high. They experiment. I told y'all that they experiment. He could shame a woman. I'll never be with her, in front of you. But in the middle of the night, you catch him doing FaceTime with somebody that he claimed wasn't his type. He FaceTime it, and by the time he finished, he need to sanitize the damn computer screen because he done skeeted all over it with a woman who ain't his type. So there's limitations to to what looks can do. Looks can't keep nobody home. It can't make nobody sane. It can't make nobody love you. Not forever. And pretty women will tell you this. If they're honest enough, they'll tell you. They'll tell you. So you take care of yourself. You take care of yourself. You nurture yourself so that you, and within doing that, you can really be a dynamic, better partner for anybody else who wants to be with you. When you nurture and take care of yourself, you become better for other people. That's really how this thing goes. That's really how this thing goes. You know, Cam strung this girl along for years. And while people say, well, you know, I don't have any sympathy for her, you know, she got what she got and whatever it is. It's not about sympathy. It's about examining this thing, examining the components of this thing, and understanding that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do or how classy you are or how sexually skilled you are or how compliant you even are. Because I'm sure she probably, you know, if she was an ex-stripper, I'm sure she might have been into threesomes. I'm sure she might have said, well, you know, send them on. Send them on. We could all get down. And even that don't keep nobody home. I said in our Facebook Live, them menage a trois never end well. Some of y'all be trying to do that too, to keep him under control. You like, well, you know, invite her in, and you know, I'll do it in front of you, whatever you want, boo, because you the king and it's your world. And what happens? What happens, ladies? He meets her on the corner without you. He starts calling her and setting up meetings that do not include you. So the menage a trois turned into a twosome. Turn into a twosome. That always happens. Always. And you sister wives don't escape it neither. It's four y'all in a 2-bedroom apartment, and he's still looking for another chick to bag up herbs for him. To bag up herbs and label containers of shit that he peddling. He's still on the hunt. And all y'all in there, you doing more with less. You such an efficient hound dog. You can make the little sack of bread, what was a burlap sack into coconut bread. You're a magician. Efficient magician. Encyclopedia mind. You know, anything you want research, he calling you on it, you know, because you the star of the team. You know, I couldn't do none of this without you, boo. And he looking for somebody else. And he looking for somebody else. And it's three y'all in a 2-bedroom. Three of y'all and 5 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment. Or a little rundown house somewhere on Candler Road in Stone Mountain somewhere. Stone Mountain, Georgia somewhere. Some little alley house. We're gonna take over the world. You know, just wait, you know, hard work pays off. That. Hard work pays off. You labeling bottles and he online DM and see who else we got. Who else looking like they struggling. Game. I told y'all before to stop being ashamed of what you are. That will be the first step to, you know, conquering this thing called low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, or whatever it is that's eating y'all up. Is to simply let go of being ashamed. And I think from what I have come to know in my practice as a self-esteem coach, Really, the best way to conquer shame is to understand and really get this in your head that nobody who criticizes you is without a flaw themselves. And they have their own demons that they're working through. They have their own demons too. So you're afraid of what they think because you think they're better than you, and that's why you feel ashamed. Once you get out of your head that nobody's better than you, there is no better. There's finer suits, there's more expensive clothes, all those trappings and outer pageantry stuff. But I'm talking about intrinsic value. I'm talking about real, like tangibles, not that outer stuff. Not that outer stuff. You are valuable because you're here, because you exist. Y'all are breathing the same air. Your body needs nourishment just like everybody else's. Nobody's above you. Not in natural law, maybe in man's law, but not in nature. Listen, you're not going to outdo nature here. You are not going to outsmart nature. Nature reduces everybody. It knocks everybody down to size. Nature has a way of doing that. A beautiful way of doing that. All people come with is their trauma, their unearned expectations, their anxiety, their preferences based on anxiety, fear, what they didn't get from their parents, maybe past substance abuse, or all kinds of stuff. This is all that people bring. This is all that they bring. And you think, oh, if they think this of me, and if they think that of me. And what? And what? So the moral of the story today is that if I would hope that none of you aspire to be any man's girlfriend. That really is my hope. I know a lot of you old hoes are kind of set in your ways, and it is what it is with y'all. Some of y'all are just really what I call walking dead, so it really isn't any hope for y'all. But there's a lot of y'all younger women who watch this channel, and you're really just getting a start in life. And I'm telling you that being a girlfriend does not pay off. You can get to know him. He can get to know you. Y'all can spend all kinds. Listen, we're in America. We're in the U.S. of A. We're not in some third world or war-torn country somewhere. We got great adventures in Disney World and all kind of amusement parks, or all kinds of things for any kind of interest you have. You should never be bored. It should never be a thing where you got to open your legs to entertain a man. Like that's the best you can do. That's your one. That's the only thing we can do is have sex. No. What's your passion? What are your interests? What do you want to learn? You guys can learn that together. If he's really interested, if he's really, really interested in getting to know you, then this other stuff you can push it to the back burner and not risk losing any momentum. A man who really wants you really can't get rid of a dude who really wants you. Someone who's curious about you, you can get rid of them real easy, and you want to. So a man who says you intrigue me, God help me, that's like not a compliment. That's not a compliment. I don't know what it is about you. You intrigue me. It means he's curious. He's a little turned off, but he's not turned off to a point where he's disinterested. It's like he's turned off, and that's making him more interested. That's how I read that. And you want to get them flies out the way quick. You want to get men who are just curious, who don't want nothing out of your peripheral as quickly as possible. Listen, you want a fast no. You always want a fast no. You don't want that slow no. We get caught up. That's the problem with us. You become a baby mama because you got that no real slow. And you want the no fast. Fast. You want to know as soon as possible. Okay, what's your intentions, dude? What's going on? Because listen, this is my 5-year plan. This is what I got going on. This is what I want to do. I'm not having sex before marriage. Date, have fun, get to know each other. See what you're interested in. We can explore things together. There's so much to do. But if you ain't in line with all of that, if you just curious about what my mouth do, you're gonna have to gallop away, dude. You're gonna have to ride your horse into the sunset. I ain't got nothing for you. That's what you need to say, and you can't be afraid to say it. Listen, you're not gonna lose anything. What will you lose by saying, "Listen, this is not how I do things. I'm saving myself because I love myself this much. So I'm going to save myself." Some of y'all are scared to say that because you're scared that he'll run away or get turned off or something like that. When he been fucking somebody else from the first day he met you. If he wanted to get his dick wet, he knows who to call. Man ain't gonna get blue balls for you. You worried about his balls getting blue, and he know who to call for that. He's already been with a woman who's rocked his world before. You ain't got to prove nothing to him. He's already been with a chick who got fire head and who cook a mean gumbo. So, and he's already done that. He already got the girl who got a master's degree. He already fucked her too. He already been with a chick who paid his rent. He already been with her too. Yes, and the baby mama and whoever else, and the Christian girl. He been with every type of girl that you could possibly be. So it's not really about proving anything. It's about being what you are. It's about being for your own heart, for yourself. And he's coming to share whatever that is. He's coming to get a little space in there so he can experience what you fed to your own heart. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it. You think being nice is gonna make you more attractive? Have mercy. You think being agreeable is going to make you have more sexual market value? When you're agreeable to a fault, and when you're nice, which actually is defined as stupid, look it up. What you do is say yes to things that you have no business saying yes to. You say yes to things that you should be running from. That's all that happens there. That's all that happens there. Feed your heart. This right here that beats needs your love. It needs your love. Men are inconsistent with that. There will be a day where he wants someone else. A lot of times, Lonely Love or Lonnie Love or whatever her name is, ain't totally wrong about this issue of fidelity. My only argument is it's not just black men. Any man has the potential of doing that. Anyone. So you want to be a self-generator of this thing called love. You got to massage your own heart. You got to massage your own heart. You got to open yourself up. You got to open yourself up. You got to open up your chest cavity and let your own heart expand and pump. and pump nourishment throughout your body, like in a literal, figurative, but literal sense too. A lot of us don't even breathe properly. Your lungs don't fill up with air from top to bottom. We constantly shallow breathing because we're scared of getting hurt. So you breathe like you're frightened. That's how we live. That's how women live. This is how men have boxed us in. We are like scared little girls. When men say we don't know what we want and we need guidance, it's true. We walk around like scared little girls because our talents and our gifts and the way we see the world has been demonized because it's not scientific. So it's lesser knowledge. It's not really knowledge. It's not substantial at all because it's coming from this emotional woman who needs to be guided by man. Men need our energy too, though, because without us, they're not inspired to do mathematics or anything scientific either. So, what is your worth? What is it? And that's a question you've got to ask yourself. You got to know that before you get into any relationship with anybody. You have to really quantify that for yourself so you don't end up like Cam Newton's girlfriend. Four babies deep, no ring, and now you got to beg a judge to make sure you're not out on the street because you gave up your youth, your livelihood, your vagina, your uterus, on a handshake. Because that's what a girlfriend is. You in a relationship on a handshake. Let's spit and shake hands. That's about as much as it means. And you bring babies into that? You bring babies into that? I had one guy on my Facebook page say that, rich men, or men in general now, the MGTOW rhetoric, right? Is that men are now realizing that it's just not worth it to be married anymore. Like they don't get anything out of it at all. And I was like, oh, that might be true. It's a risk. And I've never denied that marriage isn't a risk. It is a risk. But to conclude that women don't endure risk is dishonest. It is not true. It's not the whole story. Because the 10 years that this Kaya been with Cam Newton, she cannot get that back. And now she has four children to put through college and whatever else, to raise, put through college and whatever else they need. She has to see about 4 of them if she wants to be a mother. Because she could say, you know what, Cam, take them. And let me go regroup. She could do that. But if she wants to be a mom and get that mommy check, get the custody check or whatever, it's still a responsibility. And now she's 10 years, 6 years, 7 years, or however many years she's been with him, older, plus baggage. She's taking a hit. She's taking a loss that she can't recoup. Cam can make some more money. He can get a higher contract deal. He can bounce back. But what she lost, she cannot get back. So I'm tired of these motherfuckers comparing the two. You can't compare the two because you motherfuckers are the same ones that complain. She don't look good enough. This is the same rhetoric they talk all the time. She fat. She black. She old. She this. Look at her hair. Look that. This, that. She ain't got no... It's like, really? That's all y'all complain about. Or that's your number one diss is the outer shell. When you want to chop a woman down and reduce her worth, you start with this. You start with this, and then on the other hand, say it ain't worth shit. But it's got to be because this is all you talk about. That's all you talk about. Y'all dudes give any woman a reprieve if she look good enough. Dumbasses. Stupid. Y'all forgive chicks quick. If she cute enough, you still go, well, you know, I risk it all for that. I'll marry her today. I'd marry her today for that. Ain't that what they say? That's what they say. So we live in illusions, y'all. We live in illusions. And I don't want you to be ashamed of taking care of yourself. And deciding who to be with is about your health. I need for you to really see it like that. Like deciding who you're going to procreate with is a health issue. It's like deciding on what medication to use. It's just like deciding what healthy foods you're going to eat to restore your health. It's the same thing. A relationship affects you mentally and physically. It's not to be fucked with. Do not let these niggas fuck with your life like a goddamn science experiment. Cut you open like a fucking frog in 5th grade science class and go, oh, that's where that's at? Oh, that's where that's at, and toss you in the fucking trash. Because that's what they do. I ain't promising you shit, but I'm going to use your vagina up till I'm tired of it. Oh, really? Oh, well, you're going to pay for that. If that's what you want to do, listen, I'm good with that. Just as long as the check clears. As long as the check clears. If there are no guarantees, and there aren't any, and relationships are a risk, and that's what they are, everybody's going to take a risk. You, me, the kids, everybody. We all up the river without a paddle. Everybody's going to take a loss. I would assume that a woman who has 4 babies for you has decided that she wants to be with you for the rest of her life. 4 babies. You only need one keep a nigga baby. You only need one check baby. A 1 child support baby. You only need to do 1 if that was the goal. 4 or 3 or whatever, however many she has. They saying 4. You've decided that this is who you're gonna ride into the sunset with. But as a girlfriend, y'all know how these ballers are, and y'all know how men are in general. A baller has access. He has access to drugs and pussy, and he usually goes for both. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to live on love alone when he's not even doing that? That's why niggas don't want to marry nobody now, because it ain't really about love with him. All these dudes now counting pennies. Well, you know, she better come up with what she got to come up with. She got to come up. Girl, these days got to come up with what they got to come up with, because I ain't fronting nobody. My money's my money. I ain't here to front. I ain't work hard. Just give my money away. That's what he say when he pulling down his Fruit of the Looms. When he pulling down his boxers and got his little limp ass peen, his little drip, right? They give you that 2 minutes of whack ass sex. He talking about, well, you know, I ain't fronting nobody. I ain't fronting nobody. Ain't got about five inches of peen to give you. 5 inches and 2 minutes to give you, and talking about who he ain't going to front financially. Yeah. I don't love you like that. That's what they say from the start. I don't love you that much. And they're okay with saying that. and at the same time telling you that it's wrong for you to have an agenda. When he's already telling you, listen, I got $2 for you and not a penny more. Not a penny more. Now, if you give me head, I'll make it 5. But that's all I got. And you play that game with these fools for 2, 5, 10 years and 3 kids later. And then he gets up one morning and goes to his Instagram account to go find some chick with a Muppet face to fuck behind your back and impregnate. That nasty shit. You swapping pussy juice with somebody you don't even know. With somebody you don't even know. And if he ain't really with her, she probably fucking somebody else too. So you got him scraping his pee-pee hole with all her skin cells in the shit, skeeting that back into you, along with whoever dick she's sucking, whoever else is inside of her too. She got about 3, 4 niggas sperm inside her vagina, inside her cervix right now. Going to war with his shit. And he bringing that dirty dick back to you. And you saying we gonna live on love? We gonna live on love? When you need penicillin? Penicillin costs money now. Penicillin costs money now. These dudes be having you stay with vaginosis. You don't even know why. Am I allergic to his dick? Yeah, you're allergic to it because he's sticking it in all these chicks across town that only do whole baths. That only do whole baths because she know that she ain't exclusive with him, so she don't even wash the shit all the way right. You gonna get this baby wipe cooch. This is what I got for you. I'm gonna wipe off with a baby wipe, and that's all you're gonna get. That's about as clean as I'm gonna make it for you. When the bitch need a Lysol douche, she need a cocktail of Lysol, Ajax, and some dishwashing liquid to get out that shit caked up around her hood. We just swap and spit everywhere. That nasty shit. Listen, you need to be compensated for your time, ladies. You need to be compensated for your time. And any of you guys on this live who lurking, who got daughters that you actually love, send them this live so they can get this tea. Send it to them, please. So that I can tell them what maybe more eloquently than you. I know I'm very eloquent. Let me see what y'all got here, because I got to go in a second. Ooh, y'all had a whole... Love is stronger than any emotion. Okay. God make us in his image. Women come from us. Oh, that. And your point is? What? Stop responding to these dudes, ladies. They want attention. Oh, we got a lot of trolls in here. It's okay. It's okay. These guys, I have a lot of guys who are sexually frustrated. They're coming on my channel, I don't know, looking for some mammy vibes, and they're like, ugh. I don't know what to make of her. I want to hate her, but, she's talking that shit. They be wanting to hate me, but they can't. They're intrigued by me. Men are intrigued. I'm starting to think all men cheat. My uncle's girlfriend been with him for 32 years. Found out they've been hiding a child. Lord have mercy. Yeah, it be that. It's a lot of stepkids hiding in the forest and all kinds of stuff going on. And and this is why, in general, for those of you women who kind of like I feel so icky asking for things, and you feel a little self-conscious and all that. Never. Don't feel guilty. Don't ever feel guilty about getting what it is you need, because that's the whole point. That really is the whole point. Men are going to go out and get what they need. Either with your sweat equity or you as just collateral damage. If they have to step on your emotions to do it, they'll do it. And then apologize later and maybe upgrade your ring or whatever it is. But men don't have an issue breaking your heart. They'll say it has nothing to do with you. What they did really has nothing to do with you. That's what they'll say. That's what they'll say. So you should never feel guilty for positioning yourself to get what it is you need. That really is the whole point of relationships with men, is to get what it is that you need. He's supposed to be there to enhance you and provide things for you, make life easier for you, so you can be that feminine flower that he says he wants. This is what he's there for. Otherwise, if you're working for yourself, you not only got your 50%, but you got the whole 100 too. What then becomes the relevance of having any man in your life? Because you can get a dildo or one of them jackrabbits to do something a little quicker, faster, cleaner than what he can do there too. And you ain't got to hear his mouth. You wash the shit, put it in your nightstand, and keep it pushing. That fucking dildo ain't giving you low self-esteem, ain't giving you no STDs and none of that shit. So you know what I'm saying? So what really is the point? The point is you want to experience things together. Human to human touch. This is important. And I know we've made it so irrelevant, passé, cliche, unnecessary now because we live in the technological age. But people need that human interaction and that human connection. And that's what you provide as a woman. You make him human. You give him something to care about besides himself. You give him a purpose in life. That's what you come with as a woman. You inspire him. You inspire him. You take care of him. I mean, it's a statistical fact that men who are married do live longer. They're healthier. Why is that? Because you have someone who's watching you, who has your best interest, who cares about you like they care about themselves. You realize that your actions you're responsible for other lives besides your own. So you straighten up a little bit because of that. So it's a beautiful thing to be in a relationship. It's not beautiful when it ends, when and if it ends, but it's a beautiful thing to be inside of one. Let's not get too far away from that. These things that we discuss are issues because we're living in an unnatural environment. Men are no longer men and women are no longer women, unfortunately, because of how society is. But don't get caught up in the mess. Don't let a dude make you a statistic. It's better to be alone than a statistic. It really is. It really is. You know how many people want a hug right now? Who want somebody to talk to right now? Who will listen to you regurgitate whatever it is because they just want somebody around? If you're feeling ignored and insignificant by your family members and so-called friends and people that are around, there are people right now who wish they had another human being to sit and say hello, just hello, how are you with? That's the kind of world we live in now. You go where you're wanted. You can go where you're valued. That's easy to do. It's easy to do. Maurice complained that all women cheat. All women cheat. All women cheat, huh? All women don't cheat. You want to know the real tea? is that a lot of women live sexually dissatisfied. All women cheat. You know how many women that I know who are married who never had an orgasm? And the man got the nerve to be slinging his dick across town, all over town somewhere. You know how many girlfriends I know who've never been satisfied sexually and they're in love with who they're in love with? Get the fuck out of here. Women cheat. Women cheat. Women should cheat. They should. They don't do it enough. They don't do it enough. If anyone has cause to cheat, it's women. Trust and believe that. It's women. A lot of dudes, a lot of y'all got your head swole and you haven't really earned no titles that you have. You haven't really earned no titles that you had because all the women you fucked had an agenda. And they gassed your head up. So there's that. I don't condone the cheating now. I'm saying that to be sarcastic. I don't think women should. But I'm saying if anyone has a cause to do that, it is definitely women. Because there's a lot of women walking around here frustrated, but committed. Like a woman could be sexually dissatisfied and still in love with you. I know plenty of them. So y'all niggas need to take it down a peg or two with all this who fat, who black, who this, who old, and all that kind of stuff with your whack ass dick. And most of the sex you getting is on charity anyway. It's on, she giving you her vagina on loan anyway. Because ain't nothing else, because her pastor told her to keep the fucking peace. That's why you get pussy. Man, get the fuck out of here with all of that. Y'all dudes ain't really all of that. You're not, and you need to stop shaming women. You don't really know if you're all of that. You can't trust no woman's word. You don't really know if you're all of that. You don't. If women made sex a priority, like a requirement to have not just sex, but an orgasm, shit, the numbers would change for real. The numbers would change for real. I said in the post, if it was a requirement for a woman to have an orgasm to have a baby, do you know, we wouldn't have, you wouldn't be here. Nobody on this live would be here. Nobody on this live would be here. Boop. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Hello? So let's talk about that. Why y'all motherfuckers on here got all these channels shaming women for this and that and the other. Shaming women for the charity pussy she giving you. You busting goat nuts in her. She just getting up like, damn. That's it. And you got the nerve to be ashamed when you should be doing the crucifix. Thank you, Heavenly Father. I'm just a sinner and I did not deserve this pussy. Thank you so much for beseeching this woman, for finding it in her heart to be so giving with the flesh, Father, for I know my prick does not deserve the pussy that I just got. Thank you and amen. That's what you need to be doing. Facts. 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 So don't be ashamed. Listen, we all gotta stop. We gotta stop the pretense. Stop faking jacks. We all need help out here. We all need to be reformed, washed clean in the blood of the Lamb, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it, but don't let no dude shame you. Shame you, and he's scratching his balls. Shame you, but he want to lay you down. He don't even care if you washed. Shame you where? Where? How, Sway? Where? I'm your favorite artist. Thank you. Thank you. So, that's all I have for you. It's all in with LOV, what's it, E? Love. It's all in love, y'all. I want you to love yourselves. I don't want you to allow men to have you shelved on a humbug and on a, you know, thank you. You got you on the shelf and babying you up on hypotheticals and make believe and shit that don't stand up in court, where you got to fight and fight with the money you ain't got, the money you ain't stashed because you were so in love and all of that and all of that. Listen. If love was logical and without error, you wouldn't need to get married. You wouldn't need to put nobody on no child support. He'll just be there doing what he got to do. You'll just be there doing what you got to do. The reason why we need courts and laws and all that stuff is because you emotions, there's no guarantee on it. They are illogical. Emotions are illogical. For a man to cheat on a woman that he claims to love and violate her, put her life at risk, fucking some thot raw, that's illogical. That's not logical. To risk ruining your reputation, losing money, and your health for a woman who's not really committed to you. You don't even know. Who might be pseudo committed, you're not even sure. It's illogical. But we do illogical things every single day. Every single day. For her, in turn, to be with a man 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 1, 2, 3, 4 kids, and not be married, not require marriage. You just playing house is also illogical. But this is what love makes you do. It makes you believe things. Oh, we're pregnant again because we're so in love. But he got you pregnant and the girl across town pregnant almost around the same time. Almost around the same time. So there's that. Illogical. So we need a logical component to this illogical thing called relationship love. It's too unstable. It's just too unstable. Cam will rise. I'm sure he will. I hope he does, and I hope she does. I hope they both work this thing out. It would be great if they could heal and maybe forgive each other and get back together, and but that's a stretch. That's a stretch. But I'm hoping he can bounce back, and I hope she can bounce back too. What's your question? Who's that, Lola? Marriage is illogical for women. That's why the fairy tales are rolled out from the time you can sit up. Is that what you feel? If marriage is illogical, then so is love. Because love hurts people. Love hurts people too. People hurt people because of love. So that's also illogical. And we could just go down the list and what's illogical. And all of it can be. All of it can be. I think she's a thot, but please pray. But people praise because she's pretty. Oh, you mean Cam's the one he was with for a long time, or the one he just got pregnant? Who do you think is a thot? Well, women in general praise other. If you're pretty, women admire you. They give you a pass. You get forgiven a lot quicker when you're pretty. When you're attractive in general, people don't hold too much grudges against you. They always go, oh, but she's pretty though. Well, she just murdered 5 people. But she looked like a dime though. That's the lunacy that we do. Lori Harvey. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her. Future, it's like how can he get somebody to sign on to his team after he dissed Ciara? And it's like, who would dog out Ciara? I mean, Ciara, from what I know, ain't been no industry hole passed around, nothing like that. She cute, talented. It's like, what could it have been that you couldn't get it right with Ciara? And I'm like, anybody coming behind her, you should have both eyes wide open, like there's nothing here. Ain't nothing here but a headline. Unless he producing an album or singing on my track or something like that, he shouldn't. I'm not figuring why Lori and other YouTubers was like, she's smart. She know how to get the bag. When she was with Puffy, there was a lot of praise going on when she was seen with Puffy. Like she learned from the best. Her mom taught her skills. How to hustle and all of that. I don't know. But again, she's pretty. Right now, she doesn't have any kids, and she's young, so she'll bounce. She has bounceability right now. She's a bouncy seat. Like they put the little kids in, she's just bouncing right now. Bouncing. One day the bounce will stop though, but she's bouncing for now. Future is bisexual. What? What? Is that for real? Yo, you throw me off just then. What? What's going on, y'all? A lot of these dudes. Yo, that's a whole nother lot. I can't even get into that right now. That's a whole nother can of worms. How'd you find that out? Future's bisexual. Oh Lord. Somebody said Boosie was bisexual too. I'm like, listen, it's everybody's suspect now. You can't tell. You can never tell. You can never tell. Yeah, Future gay as hell. What? Lord. You said that's believable. He's a Scorpio. Boop, boop. Wait a minute now. Are you saying Scorpio men are gay? Boop, boop. I gotta wait a minute, because y'all know I'm a Scorpio too. Now I never heard of Scorpio men having no tendency to be fudge packers. I ain't never heard of Scorpio men liking Dookie Love. Now that's new. You saying they like Dookie Love? Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. No, Scorpio men are not gay. Where did you get that? Yeah, that's the first I ever heard of that. Drake is bi. Wait a minute. Drake is bi. The Game is bi. Young Thug is bi. Lil Wayne is bi. Lord. Well, I would say Lil Wayne because he did kiss Birdman, so that is not a stretch. But you said The Game and Drake. What's up with that? Ugh. And we here plucking chin hairs and worrying about who we could look sexy for. These dudes want dick. These dudes want hairy ball scrotums. They want to smell manure. They want manure on their tip. Kanye, y'all need to stop. Not now, y'all need to stop. Kanye ain't gay. Come on now. They want taint. Puffy is a Scorpio. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I plead the fifth on that. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You say you don't believe Drake or the game? Yeah, that one is like, because I'm like, the game? Ooh. How all these people want manure on their tip? What's up with that? Like, how is this logical? You in a shitter, and I know it smell like shit, and you like, yeah, what, yeah, give me all that, yeah. Yo, I don't understand it. I don't understand a room smelling like shit and balls. Ball sacks and shit, baloney nuts and shit, and you coming hard. I don't understand. Oh Lord, have mercy. That's the tea. All right, will you put me up on something? I don't know. I don't know. Allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly. Allegedly, LGBT gonna get you. LGBT ain't gonna get me. Half of them want to fuck me too. While you bullshit. Half of them think that it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. I have a right to say what it is I need to say, and that's that. That's that. It's all love at the end of the day. They want bussy. Listen, we love what we love. We love what we love. What I do find though is that men who are the most difficult in relationships, who have the most criterias and stipulations for things, seem to be on two sides of the fence too. So there's that. The ones that are most difficult seem to have this thing, this thing. And when you uncover it, it's like they're difficult because they don't really want you. You ain't really, really what they want. So there's that part of it that I don't like. You're bi-curious. Is that right? Wow. All right. So you're not hating? I'm not hating too. I'm not hating too. It's all love. It truly is all love. Women bashers. All these dudes with the questionable. Well, listen. Nowadays, you gotta take time and look at and really get to know people, because sexuality now is such a blur. Didn't what you call it came out and said she non-binary or whatever that is. I think it was Monet. What's her name? Y'all know Janelle Monet or somebody said she non-binary. So now she's not even a woman anymore. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why is this so fashionable now? But it is what it is. I was shocked that Nikki's tutorials was Nikki's what? Was trans? I don't know about that. Do you think women live better lives engaging in romantic relationships with men? A lot of women who live longer don't really associate with men. Well, you know, there is that. There is that part. But they also don't tell you these women who live longer, who don't associate with men, don't associate with men. Like they don't have boyfriends or anything. Like they don't fuck with men at all. They're not lesbians, they just don't have relationships with men. The ones that I've seen that actually, you know, what's the secret to your long life? And they said not being married and all that kind of stuff. When you talk to them, they haven't had a man in their life in years. Yes, they're asexual. So it's like if that ain't what you're trying to do, if you want a man, go the path of least resistance. Don't try to do this thing the hard way. Don't paddle upstream with it. Don't paddle upstream with it. If you can help it, try to do this easy and simple. Relationships are simple, man. Lies are complicated, but truth is real simple. You said it sounds peaceful. It does. It does. You know, you could become a humanitarian and just travel the world, you know, helping people in other countries, be a missionary, you know, give your life to God or whatever. You can do that. People have done that and live very fulfilling lives without having the quote unquote family and the man kind of thing, if that appeals to you. But if you want a man, my dear. My daughter keeps calling me, y'all. If you want a man, what I'm saying to you is just do not be a girlfriend. Don't get talked into that trap. It's a dead end. It's a dead end. All right, y'all. So let me go because I'm being summoned and I need to come on here and rap a little bit with y'all. I shall be back probably tomorrow. Like up the stream, leave your comments and all of that. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my other websites. iloveherart.com, cellkissray.com, theuglygirlsclub.com. Join all of the sites. Subscribe so you can always reach me because you never know when YouTube will shut everything down. We just don't know. Things are real unpredictable on these social media platforms now. So stay plugged in. All right, I gotta go. Peace.